Investigators with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office have charged a woman they say is responsible for setting a fire that burned a church office late last year. Deputies responded to a fire at a church on Misby Road on October 31st after the East Rockingham and Cordova fire departments were dispatched, according to the Sheriff's Office. It was determined that the fire was intentionally set, and the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation's Arson Unit and the United States Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives assisted in the investigation. On Friday, investigators charged 63-year-old Sally Denise Patterson with setting the fire. Investigators say she was already being held in the Richmond County Jail on unrelated charges. In the church fire case, Patterson is charged with 1 count each of burning a church or religious building and breaking and entering a place of worship, and 1 misdemeanor count each of injury to real property and injury to personal property. Patterson's bond was set at $75,000, and she is scheduled to appear in court on those charges April 4th. The search is over for 2 men police have been looking for since late Thursday night after a police officer was fired upon. Investigators with the Hamlet Police Department say Quentin Calloway and Winfred Dawkins turned themselves in late Friday afternoon. Calloway is accused of firing a shot towards a Hamlet patrolman around 10 p.m. Thursday during a chase. Officers searched the area around McDonald and Highland Avenues and Mill, Freeman Mill, and Chalk Roads. Calloway is charged with attempted first-degree murder and resisting a public officer, and Dawkins is charged with resisting only. Online court records show Calloway is facing pending felony charges in Montgomery County of possession of a firearm by a felon and a probation violation. Dawkins has no other pending charges or prior convictions, records show. The Hamlet Senior Center was jam-packed Thursday afternoon as the 29th annual Richmond County Senior Games were set to begin. Every table was full of adults age 50 and up as they listened intently to Senior Games coordinators Terry Mercer and Pete Wheeler as they described the packets of information being handed out by Susan Sellers. The Senior Games and Silver Arts of Richmond County will take place from April 29th to May 13th, with registration beginning Thursday and running to April 4th with a fee of $11. The Senior Games is a network of 53 local games held in every county or region in North Carolina. It consists of 2 divisions of competition, Silver Arts for the creative person and official sports for those more athletically inclined. Some of the official sports include archery, billiards, bowling, cornhole, cycling, golf, and horseshoes. Silver Arts is broken down into 4 categories of heritage arts, literary arts, performing arts, and visual arts. Heritage includes things such as basket weaving and needlework. The literary arts has subcategories of essays, poems, and short stories. Performing arts are comedy and drama performances, dance, mixed media, photography, and sculptures. Anyone interested in participating in the Senior Games and Silver Arts or looking for more information can call the Hamlet Senior Center at 910-582-7985 or go to the Senior Center's website online. As filing for the 9th Congressional District special election came to a close Friday, the field of Republican candidates increased to 10. Matthew Ridenour, Chris Anglin, Lee Thomas Brown, Albert Lee Wiley Jr., and Gary Mitchell Dunn all filed on the final day, according to the NC State Board of Elections. They will join Stevie Rivenbark Holt, Stoney Rushing, Fern Schubert, Kathy Day, and Senator Dan Bishop in the Republican primary on May 14th. Of the 10 candidates, half are from outside the district, which includes Anson, Richmond, Scotland, Robeson, and Union counties, as well as parts of Mecklenburg, Bladen, and Cumberland counties. A quirk in the U.S. Constitution doesn't require members of the U.S. House of Representatives to live in the district they're elected to represent, only the state. No one from the Democratic Party decided to challenge Dan McCready, who trailed Mark Harris by 905 points, before the State Board declined to certify the race results following accusations of election fraud in Bladen County. The other candidate from the first election, Charlotte Libertarian Jeff Scott, is also running, but he's not the only third-party candidate in the race, as Green Party candidate Alan Smith of Charlotte filed for the special election on Wednesday. Kevin Hayes, the vice chairman of the North Carolina Constitution Party, said a few individuals from his party were interested, but One was out of state and unable to file, while the other would rather focus on a race in 2020. The seat has been vacant for more than 3 months since former Representative Robert Pittenger, who lost last year's Republican primary to Harris, left office. Congress was sworn in on January 3rd. All right, when we return, Kelsey has your Live at 5 weather report. That's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned. At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. We are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 7 curricular programs entirely online, including our university transfer degree. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College, local college, big impact.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Today's Live 5 weather report is brought to you by Todd's Computers, and today has been a nice and sunny day. There's barely been any clouds. It's actually been quite warm despite it being in the 50s, between the 50s and 60s for today. But of course, tomorrow won't be too different. It's going to be pretty much sunny with a few clouds just like it today. And the high is going to be around 50, almost 60 with the lows in like between 39 and 40. And of course, starting with areas like Fayetteville has a high of 57 and a low of 38. Lumberton has a high of 58, low of 40. Rayford, high 56, low of 38. Then we have Laurinburg, high 57, low of 39. And Bennettsville, high 57, low of 40. And of course, going closer to us with Southern Pines at a high of 56, low of 36. Then we have Ellerbe, high of 56, low of 37. And of course, Rockingham, which is where we're at, where we're standing, high 56, low of 39. And Wadesboro, high of 56 and low of 38. So it's pretty much going to be sunny pretty much the rest of the week. And of course, we are now introducing the 7-day forecast. So those of you who probably want to know a little bit more what's going to happen ahead, this is your chance now. We finally have a 7-day forecast. So say goodbye to the 5-day, hello to 7-day, and let's get right into it. So starting with tomorrow, high of 56, low of 39, and of course, pretty much all 7 days it's going to be sunny. Wednesday, high of 54, low of 37. Then going into Thursday with a high of 63 and a low of 43. And then starting Friday, it will actually be really sunny with a high of 64 and a low of 38. No clouds, just like Saturday, sunny, no clouds with a high of 66 and a low of 40. And of course, it's going to be in the 70s starting Sunday with a high of 70 and a low of 47. And then Monday at 72 with a high of 55. So it's pretty much just going to get warmer from here, which is really good for those of you, if you're like me, who really enjoy spring and warm weather. And of course, those of you who are dependent on the weather when it comes to your job, like construction workers, at least the rain is gone. You can finally get a decent amount of work in, and your paychecks are going to look pretty good. And of course, that's it for your Live 5 weather report. When we return, we got your RO Sports update, and it's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is an occasional shop located at 122 South Hancock Street in Rockingham, North Carolina. We are open the first weekend of each month, Thursday through Saturday. We strive to offer unique selections of vintage, antique, handmade, and new goods. Each month we'll fill the shop with hand-picked home decor, furniture, and gifts. If you are looking for something out of the ordinary, then we're the place for you. You can find the shop dates and hours on our website at willowtreeantiquesandgifts.com. We would love to see you during our next occasional shop dates.
The Richmond Senior JV baseball team continued its hot start to the 2019 campaign with a walk-off win against Pinecrest on Tuesday before suffering its first loss of the season 2 nights later in Southern Pines. The Raiders and head coach Ralph Butler began their season with a 5-game winning streak that saw wins over Anson, Union Pines, and SAC opponents Purnell Sweat and Pinecrest. Extending the streak to 5 games was the Raiders' 3-2 win over Pinecrest in 8 innings on Tuesday. Freshman Alston Johnson recorded the game-winning walk-off hit in the home half of the 8th, plating freshman Caleb Talton. 2 nights later on Thursday, the two teams met in Southern Pines for the regular season series finale. It was the Patriots who won on their home field, handing Richmond its first loss of the season in a 4-2 contest. The JV Raiders will play Jack Britt High School twice this week, starting on the road in Fayetteville on Tuesday at 5 p.m. In middle school sports action on Wednesday, the Rockingham soccer team swept Anson, while the Ellerby baseball and softball teams split with Cordova. The Rockingham boys and girls soccer teams hosted Anson, the two teams' second game of the season. Both improved to 2-0 on the season, following up season opening wins against Carver on Monday. In the Lady Rockets game, a hat trick by 7th grader Gabby Lutz helped Rockingham to its second straight 6-0 win. It marked the first 3 goals of Lutz's season, while 3 of her teammates also found the back of the net. Both Rockingham teams will return to pitch today when they travel to Cordova. The Ellerby baseball team headed to its cross-county rival Cordova on Wednesday and earned a 19-4 victory. It marked the Wildcats' first win of the spring after falling to Rockingham earlier in the week. The Ellerby baseball team improved to 1-1 on the spring, while the Lady Wildcats fell to 0-2. The Hamlet softball team survived a furious 7th-inning rally by the Anson Lady Bearcats to come away with a 7-6 road win in Wadesboro on Wednesday. The Lady Red Rams had been outscored by Anson 39-9 in their last 4 meetings, so the victory was a huge statement for a Hamlet squad that is eyeing a conference title. On Wednesday afternoon, Hamlet's baseball team completed the sweep of the 2 middle schools teams from Anson County. The Red Rams followed up last week's 9-2 home victory over Anson Blue with a 6-3 road win against Anson Orange in Wadesboro. Hamlet will return to action today when both teams travel to Ellerby to take on the Wildcats. And that's going to do it for another edition of Live at 5. For the latest news here in Richmond County, you can download the free ARTO app for your mobile device or visit richmondobserver.com. Be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sand Hills every Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. And check out the ARTO Sports Show Thursday and Friday evening and Saturday afternoon. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Matt Harrelson. Have a great night, Richmond County.